Yeah, hi traders. JW here. Time I know is valuable to each and every one of us. There's a couple of trades we took yesterday, and we'll take a quick look at those. Each time I put a video out, I want to keep it really short because I know everybody's time is valuable. I don't want to fill your head with a whole lot of crap that you've already seen before. So I'm a very bottom line person, and as we go, if there are no trades, I'll give you keys to the way that I trade and why, and hopefully you'll pick some stuff up. The bottom line is this: we started with $11. We will not look at how much the account has grown until the end of each month, because I've found that focusing on the dollar signs isn't good for you as a trader. You just need to understand what your loss will be. That's fine, but don't check your account every day to see how much it's grown or lost. The proof of a successful trader is that you start with $11, and if we get to the end of the month and we've got $50 in the account, that'd be great. And that's the way, from my perspective, you measure success. So stick with us, and let's see if you can actually rescue an account that got blown up and was left with $11 in it. And my friend who came and asked me for help, he'll be mighty glad if I can prove to him that yes, it's possible to turn your account around. It's slow, and you know, fundamentally, one of the rules is you don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. So it doesn't matter if he loses his $11, he can afford to lose it because he's lost several hundred. Now, it doesn't make any difference. We've got to stop the rot. From now on, he will not trade with any money that he can't afford to lose, so he'll just trade and start with a fresh new account with his pocket money, and he'll watch and learn while I help him rescue this account, because it is possible. It takes time, but it's possible. And eventually, before the end of the year, we'll end up being able to take a little bit of extra money out each week for him. That's the goal. But let's focus on the trading. So we're looking at a daily chart, and you'll notice as you follow me that everything I do is based around the daily. It doesn't mean I can't enter trades on a 15-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, doesn't matter, but everything I do is based around a daily time frame. I like the daily candle change, and that's when I usually check the charts before I go out and do my day. If I'm up fishing early, I don't get to do it until I come home. It doesn't actually really matter when you check it, but you need to understand what's happening in the context of daily. As you see here, we've got a crown. There was the neckline through there, and I'll just do that. There was the neckline. Okay, and you can see that it has moved down, and my comment was is that you don't base your trading around these patterns because they're not totally reliable. Now this crown should end up somewhere around here. Generally the distance from the head to the neckline is what you'll go when it breaks the neckline. So this here should be up here like this. Now we've got a way to go, and in time it may well reach that point. So we got in yesterday at the break. We had a at the break of this, I wanted to get in, and I wanted also to make sure that I was clear of this before I got in, because it had broken this key level of support before, and so we only entered the trade just in here. Okay, now as you can see, over the day it came all the way down, and it finished the day closing higher than the close of yesterday, and it's back up above the support area. So those of you that have learned that it breaks a key support, you wait for the retest. You've got an opportunity for a retest if this starts to come down here. For me, I'm always going to trade the break of this. I don't have to wait for the close of this candle. I never saw this because I was out doing other things on that day, but I saw this, and that's, I got the order there. Now that little run there was not long. It was just about 32 pips. So we were risking about 50, but once a trade gets down to around about 25 pips, I like to draw my stop loss to break even, which I did. So I came out at break even, didn't make any money on it. Now I will wait. I want to see how this forms today. It does have to break here, and I have to have a decent pattern, or not pattern, but I have to have some decent price action on a 4-hour time frame. And you can see here how it's come down on the 4-hour time frame. It's come up. Now, is this the retest? I need to get it closed below here before I get a shot at it. New Zealand USD. I've been going 6 minutes, so I'll be real quick. New Zealand USD, very similar thing all the way down. We did make some money out of this, not much, a couple of dollars, but we're back at a situation of a retest again. Okay, now this could come up here, it could go anywhere, but unless I get a close below these areas here, because it's tried before, it's actually broken below that, but I'd want to get a close below here, and I'd want to go down to maybe a 4-hour chart to see if I can get an entry. So this is what I would do. I'd change that entry point from here to there because it needs to break lower than this opening here. And you can see that there's a little bit of a support resistance thing going on here and here. So I would be going down to either an hourly time frame or a 30-minute time frame, looking for a close under this line. Okay, now let's just have a quick look at gold. Gold did break below 1705. Now, if you can sit in front of your computers and do short-term scouts, you could have got a bit of dough out of this. I don't. I have a life. Trading doesn't rule my life. Trading actually enhances my life. So, with that being said, this is the key area for gold. Get another breakout, and I get a situation where I've got some good price action patterns. You see it came through here, retested, there's nothing here. And this also looks like to be a key area in here on the 4-hour chart. So it's just stand on the sidelines. Silver is the same. I'll just change that. Anything under a day, I like to have a white candle. There we go. I like to have it white. Silver's the same. It broke below the $18. If this could go sideways for days, if we get a break and it closed below here and a good candle formation, good price action, I would enter in again too. Now, just before I run out of time on this, because I set myself to do these videos 15 minutes at a time, so you don't have to listen to me rabble on too long. I was asked yesterday, this is my baseline here. It's a moving average of 20. So I will go south, consider going south if I'm under the baseline. This here is a moving average of 10. In order for me to take a trade here, I wait until I get across on here, and you can go down to lower time frames. And as long as we're staying up above the baseline, I have the option of choosing to stay with the trade, and we'll get more into that later. I'll talk about practical how-tos as we go. Once a month I'll do a video, a training video on the techniques that I use. Then as you see here, you can see the crossover here. So if you had wanted to, you would have possibly considered an entry in here somewhere. Okay, that's just what I use you can use a lot of other things. I don't believe in indicators too much. And if I was trading it this way, you know, that would have been my profit target, so there was only a scalp there. It just gives you an idea. There's 60 odd pips there, and that would have been worth it. You could have locked in a few pips, and when it retested here and went down, you could have got in again as it broke this. There was the trade yesterday. We were able to get a few pips out of it. Once my trades get going, I will tend to lock in profits. So usually between 25 and 30 pips up, I will lock in my profit and draw my stop losses up. I always split, you know, if my lot size is, say, let's say it's $10, I will split it into 3 trades of, well, let's just do $1. 30 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents. And that way I can take money off as I go. So the first position just needs to come in and hit 25 pips, 30 pips, and I'll take some profit. And at that point, the other 2 positions of that trade will be in break even. So if it gets stopped out, I get stopped out. Anyway, that's enough garbage for the day. I wish you well. We've got a few more minutes to go. So when I come and check my chart each day, at least I try to do that once a day. Always. I don't know what that's doing there. We'll close that off. But this is as quick as it gets. I don't spend a lot of time. Here's the all daily time frame, so I just go boom, nothing here. It's just quick, that nothing here. This is only takes me a few minutes. That was a good trade on the CAD JPY. That was the breakthrough here. Just to give you an idea of what to look for. You might be in or you might be stopped out, but that was a nice trade. Nothing there. Nothing there now, because we've seen that was the trade yesterday, and we're waiting to see if this is going to be a retest and we get an opportunity later today to go further south. So CAD Japan, that we've already there was the trade there. You can see the key areas of resistance broken, indicators all pointed to being a trade. So CAD Swissy, Euro AUD. Now I'm not taking all these trades on this account because I'll only take 1 or 2 trades at the most at a time. I am looking at this one. So here's a heads up for the day. This is the Euro AUD, nice crown formation, breaking a resistance area. I will consider putting pending order just in above here, and be looking to trade up to here. Might only be a small trade because it does have to break that area of that orange line there in order to get a huge trade. But from here to here could be an interesting scenario, so that's one you might like to consider. I'll look at that later today when the spread closes up. I might even take a market order. So I just go through here. I can see very quickly there's just nothing there. That was another one. All the yen pairs had some good trades over the last couple of days since the market opened. In that trade now, because it's hit this area here, I've just taken all profit off now. Pound, euro, no trade, no trade, no trade, no trade, no trade, no trade. Watching this for a retest and then a continued trend. You can put that in your diary as watching. Nothing there. Here was a really good trade on the pound JPY at the beginning of the week, and you can see the break of key resistance here. Now if you were aggressive, you could have just simply gone down to here. So there you have it. Happy trading, take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.